Hi, I'm Stacy Hass, and I'm the Consumer Loans Product Team Leader at Nelnet. And we're really excited to talk to you today about our Centralized Lender Requirements project. I, along with a couple of my colleagues, are going to tell you a little bit more about Nelnet, who we serve, and the problem that we're trying to solve. So, without further ado, let's get started and talk about CLR.
Before we talk in more detail about the Centralized Lender Requirements Project, we wanted to talk a little bit about Nelnet. Nelnet is headquartered in Lincoln, Nebraska, with offices in 12 cities across 8 states. We employ over 6,500 people across all of our divisions. If people are familiar with Nelnet, it's often because they know us as a student loan servicer, but we're really a lot more than that. We're a professional services company, consumer loans originator and servicer, payment processor, telecommunications innovator, and K through 12 and higher education expert. For more than 40 years, we've been servicing our communities and making our customers' dreams possible. I want to talk a little bit about our strategic direction. We're dedicated to serving our customers, associates, and communities with a number one value of providing superior customer experiences. Our purpose is that we live to serve others. And in our consumer loans business area, we provide technology and operations services for lenders, including technology for loan applications, as well as loan servicing. For example, the payment and customer service of loans once the borrower has been approved. And you can see there are values. Talk about providing superior customer experiences. We want to always pursue opportunities for diversification and growth, and give back to the communities where we live and work.
I'm Barry Woodhead, and I'm an IT development manager with our Velocity servicing team. Nelnet has a long history of originating and servicing consumer loans, and our existing technology system, STAR, has been a reliable engine for this business for the past 15 years. As we compete for new business, we have to make sure that the products and systems that we sell remain competitive. And so over the last 2 years, we have formed a growing team of software engineers to concept, design, and build our new cutting-edge Velocity loan servicing system. We chose to build an API-first, cloud-hosted microservice solution using a tech stack, including Node.js, TypeScript, and AWS Lambda. Technology is ever-changing, and so we're also working towards being cloud-agnostic. And on the origination side of consumer loans, we're building solutions which are hosted in containers, and we orchestrate our environments with Kubernetes. We have a lot of development efforts underway across multiple teams in multiple areas. The common thread that runs across those teams is the requirements that come from the lenders whose loans we service, and the need for us to ensure that our system meets the needs of our clients.
Hi, I'm Krista Hazuka, the Training Program Manager for Nelnet's Consumer Loans Division. I'm also the owner or project manager for the Centralized Lender Requirements Project. Basically, it's my responsibility as owner to make sure the project gets done and gets done successfully. I remove impediments that may slow or stop the project from moving forward and make sure it stays on course to solve our ultimate problem. So what is our problem? In our consumer loans division, we work with numerous clients and lenders, such as state agencies or financial institutions, who offer many private student loan and refinance programs. Each loan program contains hundreds of requirements that the client or lender chooses to offer their customers. And these requirements have to feed various technology systems, several contractual documents and program manuals, multiple spreadsheets and matrices, numerous informational resources, all our training materials and job aids. You know what? Why don't I just show you? Hold on, this ride is going to get a little bumpy. So first, the client services team starts off the whole process with a spreadsheet called the lender questionnaire. This questionnaire, with help from our client services team, is filled out by the lender and includes all the program requirements and details so that consumer loans operations knows how to administer the program for originating new loans or servicing existing loans. So let me quickly pull up that spreadsheet. and show you what I'm talking about. So this is our lender spreadsheet. We have several different tabs here where we include a whole bunch of different information, and all of these make up the hundreds of requirements that we need in order to administer a loan program. So then these requirements are transferred into a second set of spreadsheets called the Operational Analyst Profile Spreadsheets. So basically what these spreadsheets do is create the requirements that are going to be loaded into our system so that we can administer the program. So again, we have all of these different tabs where all the information needs to go in, and that's one of two, and here's another one. So all of these tabs in both of these spreadsheets make up what goes into our system. So then these requirements are then loaded into our servicing system called STAR, and this creates now a third place where program requirements are stored. So I do not have access to the STAR system, but I'm showing you right here a user manual guide on how someone, a call agent or a processor, works in the system where all of these requirements are stored. So while all of this is going on, a different area of our company is handling the contractual documents and creating a program guide or program manual where program requirements are stored. Now, a fourth place where we store them. So here's an example of a program manual. Again, all of this information in here are program requirements. And yes, we do have people who use this resource to find program requirements. So yet in another part of the company, requirements are being built into our origination system called Helos. So we have STAR on the servicing side and Helos on the origination side. And these requirements are then loaded in by our IT programmers and developers. And this creates a fifth place where requirements can be found. And then in parallel with all of these efforts, our global training and documentation team has two rather large tasks. The first is to use that initial lender spreadsheet that I showed you before to create what we call informational pages or skim lender pages in a SharePoint site. So then the second large task for global training is to create all of the procedures so that the operations teams can service our customers. This again is yet another SharePoint site where we keep requirements. So where do we go from here? Well, very simply put, we want you to centralize our lender program requirements. Take all of these different areas and put them into one place so there's one single source of truth.
Finally, we want to talk just a little bit about the initiative goals for the Centralized Lender Requirements Project. The initiative is designed to centralize the lender program requirements accessible with a single user interface. This includes configuration information from Velocity, our SCIM documentation, and other client-specific or operational information. It's required for our first mark implementation, who is the Nelnet loan servicing company, but we want to consider flexibility to offer it as part of our Velocity product to other clients. And we want to incorporate critical features for a state-of-the-art knowledge-based system. That said, we do have a picture of the desired future state that takes into consideration a program management service where we can call all the different pieces of information to pull into a single source of truth. So that's just a high-level depiction of what we're hoping the future will look like with our centralized lender requirements project. And with that, we want to thank you for taking the time to consider our project. We look forward to working with you and can't wait to see what CLR looks like for Nelnet. Thanks again.